And hello again, everyone. We welcome you to the Palace and Wayne Trace High School as we get ready for the final night of the regular season of high school boys basketball. A couple of league champions set to square off tonight as the Raiders of Wayne Trace entertain the Indians of Shawnee. That's Miles Holliday hooping it up. I'm Randy Roberts, partner. Feels like it's been a long year. Nothing against you. I've been with you. No, it's culmination of everything, right? A long season. Here we are. Final night of the regular season. Two teams clinched championships last night. Shawnee won theirs outright in the WBL. Wayne Trace got a little bit of help from a county rival to get a piece of the Green Meadows title. And now here they go, a nice little tune-up before we head into the postseason.
Well, you say such nice things to me, Randy Robertson. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now, in the Palace? The champ is here. The champ is here. Two champs. It's going to be a great battle in front of us.
So here, there is the final WBL league standings. Everyone has about one more game. Looks like Bath completed their regular season, but just about everyone wrapping up league play tonight. So Shawnee ends up getting the edge over Elida for the WBL. Meanwhile, for the GMC, you see it there. So Wayne Trace got a win over Fairview last night, needed some help. Paulding went on the road, got a win at Tenora, and it created the three-way tie in the Green Meadows Conference.
Yeah, big three-point win, made it a tri-championship in the GMC, and we heard the PA announcer say here, Randy, 33rd GMC championship here for Wayne Trace. Boy, what a tradition of basketball they have had here.
Meanwhile, for Shawnee, and we mentioned it, we had that game yesterday. The Indians claim their first WBL title since 2021. Before we get any further, we want to tell you that a pregame show tonight brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your banking financial services needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All right, partner, let's talk about the Indians of Shawnee under head coach Mark Triplett. As you see, their starting lineup now 19-2 after that 60-41 win last night. Beckett Berkey led the way with 19. Trevick Berkey added 18, but a player maybe a little underrated. I know you mentioned a lot about it last night, but a guy that stepped up, Tate Bender, 13 points for the Indians.
Yeah, how about Tate Bender, man? He was fantastic last night. Just one of those guys that you need a steal, you need an assist, you need a good defensive play. Tate Bender is always there. Matthew Stiles played a really nice game last night, also defensively. And the thing that was so impressive about that game last night against OG Randy, it was a close game, and then it wasn't, like in a blink of an eye. So explosive. This Shawnee team, they can throw a pass from one end to another and complete it for a lay-in better than about any team I have seen in recent memory.
Now for Shawnee, they are the top seed in the Division III district at Liberty Benton. They're going to host Bowsher on Thursday in a sectional final. A win there would move them onto the district semifinals at Liberty Benton. So let's talk a little bit about the Raiders of Wayne Trace under Jim Linders. We said at the top of our pregame, got a win over Fairview last night, 68-49. That combined with Paulding's three-point win over Tenora, as we showed you the GMC standings, means Wayne Trace, Paulding, Tenora all share the GMC title at 6-1. Caden Sin, another big night, 22 points and 5 rebounds. Tanner Lockoff, a little bit of everything as he's done for the Raiders as well. 12 points, 6 assists, 3 boards.
Well, Caden Sin is living up to that last name, right? If you don't shoot well, you get kicked out of the Sin family, and he is just another one of them that has come through that can tickle the twine, if you will. Guy I really like in the starting five is Carter Clemens, Randy. 11 points, 7 rebounds a game, and shoots a high percentage at 49 from the field, and never, ever, ever gets tired. He has constant energy. He's going to be a lot of fun, and he's going to have to be big because he's going to have to get a lot of rebounds against a really good interior of Shawnee.
Now for Wayne Trace, they are the 5th seed in the Elida Division 6 district. They know their opening round opponent's going to be on the road. They're going to play on Friday at Bluffton in a sectional final, and Miles pointed out some of the Bluffton coaching staff here in attendance. So the Pirates have wrapped up their regular season. Now they'll get a chance to come look at their tournament opponent.
Yeah, Coach Boblet walked in, and he's not exactly incognito. Had his Bluffton basketball hoodie on. I'm like, I think that's Coach Boblet over there. It sure is.
Hey, partner, let's talk about some keys to the game for this one. Some keys tonight for the Shawnee Indians.
Yeah, sure. Number one, when you look at Shawnee, all hands, aren't they? It's unbelievable, their ability to stretch across the court and challenge passing lanes. If they get their hands on a ball, more times than not, it turns into a layup on the other end. So make sure you're very active with your hands if you're Shawnee, and they have been. If they break out that 1-2-2 with Trevick Berkey up top, oh, Lord, is that tough to stop. Number two, no hangover. Of course, they got the no share of the league championship. All theirs. They claimed it. They're the kings of the WBL, right? What a great moment for them last night. You can't celebrate too long because this is a really good Wayne Trace team. You got to make sure there's no hangover. And then, how's that Tate? Yes, Tate Bender. He was absolutely fantastic last night. 3 balls for them. Great defense. Had a couple assists, ran the floor, had some stops. First one getting dirty. Tate Bender was fantastic. I have a feeling he's going to be fantastic here again tonight.
And it will be some keys tonight for the Raiders of Wayne Trace.
Number one, first one on the floor. If they don't get every loose ball that they can, I think it's going to be tough for them to win this one. They got to get extra possessions so they can win this game. Number two, up fake. Boy, if they don't up fake, it's going to be Steel City. Up fake, get the hands in the air, and then bounce pass around it against this very active Shawnee defense. And then number three, the eyes have it. Not one, not two, not three, not four, but all
Easy,
five.
LeBron.
All five defenders for Wayne Trace. They got to have their eyes on who, Randy? They got to have their eyes on Beckett Berkey. We saw him last night. That guy moves nonstop, and if you stop looking at him, he's going to have a backdoor cut for either a layup or a dunk. So all eyes better be on Beckett Berkey. The eyes have it for Wayne Trace.
Well, the pregame show tonight's been brought to you by the State Bank. Contact State Bank for all your banking and financial services needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll be ready for the opening tip between Shawnee and Wayne Trace next here on WOSN. Randy Roberts, Miles Holiday back with you from the Palace in Wayne Trace, where we are just about ready to go this final Saturday night in the regular season. Hey, while we're here at Wayne Trace, I want to congratulate the Lady Raiders. Picked up a win early this afternoon here at home, so it's been a busy day for the Wayne Trace staff as Wayne Trace's girls basketball team picked up a tough win over Riverdale to advance to the district tournament.
And win number 200 for head coach Bethany Desjarnais. Congratulations on that one. We got to pump it up, Randy Roberts, because it's going to be Clemens versus Berkey. It's go time from the Palace.
Wayne Trace getting everyone set as Tim Voiles is going to throw this one in the air. We are underway. Opening tips will be controlled by the homestanding Raiders.
Nice job by Clemens. You don't see Trevick Berkey lose a tip very often.
Carter Clemens with a basketball. One to look inside. Now off the screen. Caden Sin swings this back over to the wing for Tyson Gerber. Gerber to Sin.
A little off balance on that second part of their set. This is a Wayne Trace team traditionally that moves extremely well without the basketball.
Gerber trying to go baseline. Had this one off a Shawnee player. I don't know if it was a pass or just lost the handle.
Yeah, look at Bender was trying to save it. Good effort there, but it's going to stay with Wayne Trace. And man-to-man early by Shawnee, but don't be surprised if we see 2-3 different defenses here tonight like we did last night against OG. Very active.
Tough take all the way to the basket. That one up no good for Carter Clemens. Rebound and go. That is what Shawnee wants to do. First effort, no good. But the put back up and good by Trevick Berkey.
And it allows them to get in that 1-2-2. But geez, how about the laser-like passing by Shawnee to get their first basket of the night?
Shawnee a big winner in our JV game earlier today, 58-34. Miles said now after one possession switching to a zone look.
And there's big number 0 up top. Good luck trying to throw over top of him.
That's exactly what they do. 3-ball is going to be up and good for Tanner Lockoff.
Yeah, Lockoff, one of their top scorers at 10 a game. 34% behind the arc, 100% that time.
3-pointers tonight are brought to you by Elida Building and Contracting. Call Brian Wheeler at Elida Building and Contracting. Committed to quality and community. Elida Building and Contracting, 48 years of trust, 48 years of experience.
A little bit of a short-legged three by Bender.
Take there is going to lead to a block as Lockoff will have it stuffed.
It's something that Shawnee does really well, average 4 blocks a game.
Now quick hands for Wayne Trace. This will lead to the turnover. Trying to get down to the other end. We'll have a foul called. It looks like a couple of free throws coming for Carter Clemens.
It's going to come right into your kitchen. And watch Jagger. Does he get it? Jagger's going to argue. I got all ball, sir. But the official behind it says he got some body as well.
Our free throws tonight are brought to you by Laudix Jewelry, your family-owned and operated jeweler for over 70 years. Visit them at 1244 South Shannon Street in Van Wert or online at laudix.com.
How'd you like the gumption by Clemens, though? Had 2 red jerseys in front of him. He didn't care. He was going to go right at him. Unfortunately, becomes an empty trip with the 2 missed free throws for Wayne Trace.
Shawnee comes up with a miss. Trying to answer with a quick 3. That one's no good. Second time, a putback is good for Trevick Berkey.
Trevick Berkey, they have him listed as a guard, but who are you kidding? He just cleans up the glass.
He's got both buckets for the Indians. They're out in front 4-3 in our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. How about the answer with the Nelida Building and Contracting 3 for Tyson Gerber?
Now, release, rotation, and celebration for Gerber.
Makes it 6-4 now. Wayne Trace in front to give to Trevick Berkey on the baseline, but he'll mishandle the basketball. It's out of bounds.
A great job of recognizing the cut against that zone by Brady Miller. Made that pass a little bit difficult, and it wound up being a turnover for Wayne Trace.
So Raiders play with a 2-point lead here, just over 5 minutes left to go in our opening quarter. Spin for Brady Miller. He's able to get rid of the basketball. Gerber's going to try from deep. 3 balls, no good. Long rebound ends up into the hands of Tate Bender. Tate's going to leave this one ahead. Good pass. One rolls off the rim, but the putback good. 3rd putback of the night for Trevick Berkey.
Yeah, it's going to be like dump and chase hockey, right? Just drop it into the corners, let your guys dig it out. That's what you can do when you have a guy like Trevick Berkey. He just goes up and out, jumps absolutely everyone. And Wayne Trace going to have to do something because he is owning the glass so far.
Makes the stats easy to keep. 6 points, 3 rebounds on putbacks. Trying to go with the left hand was Carter Clemens. That one's going to be swatted away. The Indians push in transition. They'll give to the trail, and the Elida Building and Contracting 3 is good for Matthew Stiles.
Yeah, right in rhythm. A great extra pass by Tate Bender to get him to him in rhythm. And he wears number 2, but you know his favorite number is 3. It's 3s for everybody here tonight.
A minute ago, we were talking about how Wayne Trace had a 6-4 lead. Now they're down 9-6. Halfway through this opening quarter, 3 ball is going to be no good. Beckett Berkey will sky for the rebound. He's going to bring it into the front court himself. Go right to the rack, lays it up and in.
Jim Linder's not happy with the fact that it is so easy for Shawnee to get into the rim. They're going to have to start closing that doorway defensively for Wayne Trace.
Caden Sinn's going to give this one Gerber. Pull-up jumper. That one is up no good. Spun around the cylinder. Jagger Hutchins. Little contact. He's going to be called for the offensive foul.
You be the judge on this one. And Jagger's going to cross over, come back to his left. And the contact is made by Lockoff, and he goes to the ground. The official on the baseline says, Jagger, you're going to have to sit for a while. That's number 2. Tough call for Jagger Hutchins.
Looks like Damila Ojo into the lineup.
Yeah, how about the embarrassment of riches for Shawnee, right? You got to sit Jagger Hutchins, but it's okay. We got an Ojo that can go in who's explosive as well.
Okay, Bender's going to reach in, knock a ball away, force the turnover. He's got a bag. They'll go inside out. Corner 3 on the way. That one a little too tough. Trying to tip the rebound to himself was Beckett Berkey, and he's going to be called for the foul.
Yeah, Berkey's going to go right over to back immediately right there. And Jim Linder put him in and said, guys, we're going to start boxing out. Number 30 says, Coach, I'll do that.
So it is the Raiders that come away with a basketball. 3 in the other end is going to be no good as Trevick Berkey comes up with a miss.
We might see more 3-ball attempts here tonight than an NBA All-Star game. And both teams are not hesitant to shoot it.
Indians trying to go inside. There's one over the top. Reverse layup. Up and good for Trevick Berkey.
Great little weak side pass. Berkey all by himself and uses the rim to help protect it. He's just dominant so far early in this game.
He's got 8, and we're going to have a whistle. We got a push fighting through a screen.
Now they're going to whistle Beckett Berkey down on the low block. There he is working against Stoller, who just checked in. And that might have been one of those, I think both guys were kind of being ultra aggressive there. You see Beckett saying, sir, he was forearming me. I think it's one of those like in roller derby, Randy, just let it go. They play
I think so, right? There's one poked away out of bounds. It's going to stay with Wayne Trace. 2:17 left to go in this opening quarter.
You see back taps so much now, don't you? Mm-hmm. Every single game, one of the things they break out defensively is back tapping the ball.
High floater on the baseline, no good for Caden Sin. Indians going, and an offensive foul is going to be called in the paint. This is going to go on Max Goldsberry.
Now watch 20 in the middle of the floor. He's going to catch it, but as he comes down, the contact, really a tough pass by Stiles. And put him in position to get that charge. And Goldsberry, he doesn't get it, but that's kind of the way things are nowadays. I mean, nobody ever understands they commit a foul anymore.
Is it like, what's a catch?
Yeah, that is so true, isn't
What's
it?
pass interference? Yeah. What's targeting?
Nobody ever commits a foul.
Raiders trying to go on offense. Ball stuck in the corner there for a moment. Carter Clemens starts to drive. He'll swing this one out to the wing. Nice job of the fancy dribbling to keep that alive. Wraparound attempt was no good out of Lance Manley. Here's one out of bounds. Looks like it's going to stay with the Raiders.
This whole sequence started by a nice little crossover by Brady Miller. You're getting point-blank opportunities. You got to make those bunnies if you're Wayne Trace, if you're going to stay in this basketball game.
Straight on 3, that one hits both the front and back side of the iron for rimming out. And now Shawnee's attempt from the corner. That one is no good. Good look. Zach Stoller comes down with a miss.
The thing I really like about Shawnee's offense, it doesn't matter who gets the rebound. If they want to turn and lead the break, they all are capable of doing it. And more importantly, have that green light from Mark Triplett to go ahead.
Lob comes in, turnaround tough, doesn't go. Rebound is tipped, and it's Trevick Berkey that comes away with it. Trevick leads this one ahead. Gets it back. He'll fly from deep, and he will bury the Elida building in contracting 3.
Well, how about TB having yourself a heck of a first quarter? Trevick Berkey, this is your world. We're just all living in it.
He's got 11 of the 16 so far for Shawnee. Indians lead by 10. Wayne Trace run some of the final moments off this opening quarter clock.
I don't blame Jim Linder. You don't want Berkey to score again. Just dribble it out.
16-6. It's a 12-0 run for Shawnee. Clock down under 20 seconds.
Well, you don't like the matchup of Lockoff against Trevick Berkey right here, so look for Lockoff to give it up. There you go.
Gets it back. Now the entry pass comes in. Carter Clemens. Clemens trying to go baseline. Is going to be called for the travel.
Got a great angle on it, too. Could get called for the hook with the elbow when he spun to the baseline. A nice job by Curtis Aldrich, our top camera guy. He captured that one.
Shawnee gets this back. 6.5 seconds to go in the quarter. Ball's going to come near midcourt before it's picked up. Berkey from NBA range off the front end of the iron. Rebound is fought for. Horn's going to sound as the first quarter will come to a close. But Shawnee closes on a run. Indians have a double-digit lead. We'll take a timeout here in WOSN. 16-6, Shawnee out front of Wayne Trace as we head to our second quarter. And our scoreboard tonight brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Wapak, St. Mary's, and Duffus. Come join us next week, February 17th through the 23rd, for Customer Appreciation Week. Lee's, we're not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering, too.
You think Jim Linder on his dry erase board in between the break there just wrote 0 on it? And said, number 0, that's who we got to pay attention to. Trevor Berkey on fire in the first quarter.
He's already up in double digits with 11. He's got the basketball in his hands right now. He'll get rid of it. Matthew Stiles swings this around. Berkey with again, your Stiles. Ojo back out. Good ball movement. It's going to lead to a wing 3. That one is no good out of Tate Bender. And it's a rebound and go for the Raiders.
The most important thing for Wayne Trace, though, is getting that rebound. Trevor Berkey was out on the perimeter. He'd been having his way on the offensive glass early.
A turnaround from the low block is good for Zach Stoller.
Now, how about Zach Stoller with the nice little Kevin McHale baby hook? Nice looking post game.
First 2-point make of the night for the Raiders. As the straight on 3 is good by who else? Trevor Berkey.
Trevor Berkey, I am him.
Our threes tonight brought to you by Elida Building and Contracting, as we'll get a foul. Call Brian Wheeler at Elida Building and Contracting, committed to quality and community. Elida Building and Contracting, 48 years of trust, 48 years of experience. Raiders keep the basketball. Handoff comes out. Caden Sin, his three's no good. Berkey holds high with the miss. It's Tate Bender. Into the baseline, Ojo sends us back up. Nice ball movement. As the Indians go side to side. Now it looks like they will be patient on offense.
Recognizing that zone and then calling for a new set against it.
On his way through the lane, Max Goldsberry will lose the handle of the basketball and it's out of bounds.
Now watch Goldsberry. This is a really nice job of spreading the floor and then opening up the middle of that zone at the free throw line. Really, if he takes care of the basketball, he's going to have about a nice 8 to 5 foot jumper to make right there, but can't grab the handle, and Wayne Trace gets themselves a turnover.
So Raiders have this one back, trying to get in it. Down double digits. As from our vantage point, we've had about the third plate of nachos come past us, and Miles can't keep eyeballing people's concessions.
They got pulled pork on him. Oh, why not, Berkey? Why not?
He thought about it. They go inside Ojo, and we'll get a whistle and a foul.
Oh, they left you all by yourself. Pull the trigger, Zero. Pull it. Nice extra pass, though, to Ojo. And Wayne Tracy, bring the ball down in that zone, and Wayne Tracy, they're going to be hawking at it.
Inbound comes in to Matthew Stiles. They'll give it to Ojo in the corner. Good bounce pass back to Stiles. Here's Tate Bender. Stiles will let fly from deep. Ojo gets the miss, but we'll have a foul.
Mark Triplett is just fit to be tied on this one, and he might have an argument. They're going to get Ojo with over the back. And watch number 4 on the low block, and he goes up. Yep, they're going to say he was over the back right there. And not a good effort, not a good call, not a good situation right there.
Here's Carter Clemens. Ojo gets a block. Nearly had the ball poked away out to Bender. Bender with the lob.
Ooh.
The Indians had something planned and a big collision here. We're going to take a look at the replay.
Trying to run that alley-oop in transition. Clemens just gets tied up with Berkey, and the young man hit hard on that wood. And Clemens is down. Let's hope he's going to be just okay.
Yeah, well, they take a look at the injured player. Let's take a time out here on WOSN. A bit of good news, bad news for Wayne Trace and Carter Clemens. You see there, was able to get up. Now, with a little assistance, is able to head back into the locker room. But as you can clearly tell by the moving images there, needed a lot of help and is not at 100%.
Well, that was about as nasty of a spill that we see, right? I mean, that was, you heard it, you saw it. It felt bad just watching it. Hopefully they can do some Mr. Miyagi stuff on him in the back locker room and get him back in this game.
Now, to make matters worse, he's also whistled for the foul on the contact, trying to block the alley-oop.
That's a tough one.
It's going to lead to a couple of Allotics Jewelry free throws for Trevor Berkey.
Got a pedestrian 16 points so far, Trevor Berkey.
And not quite a half will work. 16 of the 21, quick trigger three is good for Caden Sin as he will get the Elida Building and Contracting three-pointer.
Yeah, nice quick release as Trevor Berkey was trying to hunt it down. A big make cuts it back to 10 for Wayne Trace.
Ojo thought he was going to have someone at the wing. The problem is Tate Bender began to move already. Nice job by the Indians to maintain possession. Berkey comes inside the center circle. Stiles swings this off to the left wing. Goes into the corner. Looking to that right side. It'll come that way again for Bender. Now Ojo pops out.
This is about the most confused against the zone that Shawnee has been so far.
It's going to be Stiles. He's going to take the three. That one's going to be no good. And the Raiders get the miss. And they'll have a chance to cut this into single digits. Good drive off the wings. A little bit of contact. They're going to wave off the basket as the contact comes on the dribble drive.
Now Bender just a little bit tardy sliding to the baseline. He's going to be whistled for the foul. And you wonder, Randy, on the offensive end, if Mark Triplett is going to go ahead and put Trevor Berkey back inside against that zone. Their offense has been kind of stagnant last couple of trips.
Sin off the inbound. Gets cut off at the elbow. Tyson Gerber nowhere to go. Now Sin straight on. Three does everything but fall through. Rebounds fought for, and it's going to be ripped away by Goldsberry.
Now, great job by Goldsberry, making sure it's his.
Stuck under the basket with Stiles. Wasn't quite sure where to go. Berkey thought about the three. Now to Bender.
Got to get back to that quick ball movement. And we're going to have a foul inside.
It's going to go on
call Ojo.
Yeah.
He's working against Stoller inside at the free throw line. Ojo is going to
he's standing there. Oh, they called that on Bender. I'm sorry.
On Bender, okay. I was going to say, poor Ojo. He didn't do anything
wrong.
I
saw the 4, but that was 14 and not 4. It's a takeaway on the possession change that Wayne Trace able to quickly get back.
Got numbers for the rare time.
Sin under the basket. It's the fake. Here's Lockoff. His three's no good. Put back. Can't go. And the second effort rebound grab by Trevor Berkey.
A really good rebound by Stoller. Bad news, though, was Berkey was right there.
Goldsberry nearly tied up. And looks like Mark Triplett wants to take a timeout. So with a stoppage, let's take a timeout as well. Shawnee's up by 10 here on WOSN. 21-11, Shawnee out in front of Wayne Trace. 3:03 left to go in our opening half. It was a 10-point lead at the quarter break for Shawnee, and it's really stayed right around there.
A nice little job there you saw in the background by Joe Bender, one of the assistant coaches, talking to Tate Bender and making sure he is okay, checking the temperature. You know, so much of coaching, Randy, is just the mental aspect of making sure kids aren't super frustrated.
The lob attempt hits off the side of the backboard. It's a second effort, and it's going to lead to the Elida Building and Contracting three for Jagger Hutchins.
That's going to really help Jagger Hutchins because he was saddled with those two fouls. So gets back in the game and make your rhythm feel really good hitting a three ball.
Raiders trying to answer. This one's no good. Long rebound. Everyone started running down to the other end of the floor, and it's going to lead to an open bucket for Brady Miller.
Nice job, Brady Miller, hustling down to get that free ball. Remember, one of our keys, first on the floor, that means getting all the loose balls. He got it.
Reverse this one, and the Elida Contracting and Building three is good. This time, Beckett Berkey.
Well, they were stagnant against that zone before the last two possessions, but what cures your offense against the zone? Hitting a three ball.
We'll just shoot over the top of it. Now it's the Raiders trying to make something happen. Jab step, Tanner Lockoff. Lockoff to the basket, had the big fella there, so he'll get rid of it. Kick out's going to be no good. Jagger Hutchins with the rebound, and now he's going to be fouled.
This is what you love about Jagger Hutchins. Everybody knows that he can block shots, he can make a three, does a good job inside, but his ability to put the ball on the floor with his size is such a nice weapon to have for Shawnee, and he draws the foul there.
A little bit of a Bronx cheer out of the Shawnee fans after thinking that last couple of whistles didn't go their way.
I think they're still upset about that foul by Bender a couple moments ago.
Pass over the top, wing three, doesn't go. Ojo, creative putback, but can't get it there. And the rebound's out to Zach Stoller. Stoller will get this ahead. Here's Gerber. He's going to bury the Elida Building and Contracting three.
No baby in that one. That's a big man shot by Gerber.
He's got 6 on a couple of three-pointers. Leads at 11 for the Indians. Just over a minute left to go, opening half on our Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken scoreboard. And how about another Elida Building and Contracting three? This time it is the second of the night for Beckett Berkey.
It was a smart pass by Bender. Moved the defense a little bit to open it up for his buddy Beckett, who buried it.
By my count, that's 10 triples combined in this opening half, and a travel is going to send this one back over to the Indians.
Yeah, let's see the hop step. And tried to get around the defense with a hop step, but left the pivot foot in the wrong spot. Good call by the officials on that travel.
See what the Indians do. 35 seconds to go. They're going to take the quick three. It's another Elida Building and Contracting three. Third of the night for Beckett Berkey, and a quick timeout here as a little confusion on the floor as teams headed for the sidelines, but apparently it's only a chance for a substitution.
Coach Linder gave the appearance that he was calling the timeout, but evidently it was just to get subs in. A weird moment in this game. Do you think Beckett said, hey, little bro, good first quarter. Let me step up here in a second.
Didn't know that was a thing you could do. No timeout charged, at least on the scoreboard.
Well, maybe there was a little bit of blood that we didn't see on a jersey or something.
So the Raiders got the quick stoppage. Here's Sin, gets his defender in the air. Three ball's going to be short, and that's how this first half will end. But the offense there for Shawnee. The Indians lead this one at the half, 33-16. We'll take a timeout. Have the second half for you when we return. A 33-16 to score at the half. Shawnee in front of Wayne Trace. That's Miles Holliday. I'm Randy Roberts. Partner, we weren't sure what we were going to get tonight. You brought up a good point in our pregame. There's two teams, won league championships last night. Used up a lot of energy in doing so. Saturday game's always kind of interesting to begin with. What are you going to get? Who used what? What's left in the tank? And here's Shawnee. They've been up and down the floor, shot the ball exceptionally well, especially from behind the arc.
Well, it's been the Brothers of Destruction, right? The Berkeys.
Kane and
I call them the Brothers of Destruction because if you don't pay attention, they will destroy a game in a hurry. First, Trevick had that unbelievable 16 of the first 21, and then Beckett gets in that second quarter and says, hey, little bro, just take it easy. I'm going to score 11. Oh, what a fantastic first half by the Berkey brothers.
Yeah, they, so far, as Miles said, they've combined for 27 of the 33. They've also made half of the 10 three-pointers that have been made so far in this contest. It's going to be Wayne Trace basketball as we begin our third quarter. Raiders trying to find some offense. They have been stymied a lot by the rotating defenses applied by the Indians in this one.
Now that and the length, right? You're a great defensive team no matter what you run. When you have height and guys with unbelievable length, they will make it very difficult, as you see right here, to get a quality shot.
And Tanner Lockoff just with some trouble now rolling to the basket. Zach Stoller, he's able to lay it up and in.
Nice little screen, then dive towards the dish. Good delivery, better catch and finish.
Makes it 33-18 on our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Wapak, St. Mary's, and Delphus. Join us next week, February 17th through the 23rd for Customer Appreciation Week. Lee's, we're not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering, too.
I have a feeling we'll be stopping by there for customer appreciation. I'll walk in, I'll probably say, hey, Miles, good to see you. Here's your gallon of gravy.
You're not drinking that all at once. That's not a substitution for the sweet tea, is it?
No, it could be, though, on rocks. I thought the ball had hit the out-of-bounds line, but the official right there did not say that it did, so let's continue on. Nice job by Berkey to finish that one.
And Trevick up to 18 with a basket, 35-18 our score. 6.5 minutes to play, third quarter. Is our favorite time of the year now as we head to tournament play. The girls teams around the area had a majority of their sectionals either Thursday or earlier today. There's looked like a block inside. Beckett Berkey's going to be called for the foul.
All right, Berkey's going to be right in the middle of the floor. He's going to stay with the spin dribble of Miller. And Beckett, he might want to take this one to court because I think he's got a pretty good case on that one.
He's going to be called for his third. It's going to send Brady Miller to the Loddix Jewelry free throw line. Loddix Jewelry, your family-owned and operated jeweler for over 70 years. Visit them at 1244 South Shannon Street in Van Wert or online at Loddix.com. 2 attempts, no good, so an empty trip for the Raiders. One thing they couldn't have happen, trying to cut into this deficit.
If I'm guarding Beckett Berkey right here and he gets the ball and he drives against me, I'm going to fall down, try to get that charge.
It's a steal, and now Stoller trying in the paint. A little contact, can't get it to go. It's going to be 4-on-5 while Stoller races back. And at the other end, the Elida Building and Contracting 3 is good for Beckett Berkey.
Yeah, Beckett Berkey says, you want to call 3 on me on my last block attempt? Well, I'll just deliver 3 on the offensive end.
It's his 4th triple of the night, and their 3-pointers tonight. Brought to you by Elida Building and Contracting. Call Brian Wheeler at Elida Building and Contracting. Committed to quality and community. Elida Building and Contracting, 48 years of trust, 48 years of experience.
Somebody call Mrs. Berkey and say, you have 2 bad little boys. They're unbelievable here tonight.
That's his 5th 3. He's got 17 as it's another Elida Building and Contracting 3. Now 41-18. Indians lead this one. Baseline jumper doesn't go. Just been that kind of night for the Raiders. Good ball movement. Tate Bender is going to have it blocked. A nice job getting back defensively, but might have gotten a little too much out of Stoller. Stoller hit that back pad along the wall pretty hard. Some wincing trying to get down court.
It was an unbelievable Tayshaun Prince-like block out of Stoller. Came out of nowhere to get it, but as you correctly said, he ran into that padding, and he has not been the same since. And this would be really devastating for Wayne Trace. As we know, Carter Clemens left the game, has not been back since he hit the floor.
So first attempt at the Loddix Jewelry free throw line, no good for Beckett Berkey. He's going to get one more. It's Wayne Trace is going to make a change. Blake Noggle is going to check into the lineup. Second toss is good, so Beckett Berkey able to split the pair as he is now tied his brother for the team high in points.
A little sibling rivalry is always a good thing.
So they're up to 36 of the 42. Indians coming off a big win over Ottawa Glandorf last night.
Yeah, that was a Ottawa Glandorf team that was playing good basketball. Had that huge win against Upper Sandusky, and great block by Hutchins right there. This Shawnee team just made quick work of them.
Berkey to Berkey on the baseline, and the reverse layup good for Trevick.
Oh, what a sequence for Shawnee. First the block on one end by Hutchins, and then just great ball movement on the other end for an easy backdoor cut.
And now we've got a body hitting the deck. It's Blake Noggle. So he pushed down. We'll take a look at the replay. Watch 32 in white. See what happens.
It looks like he kind of gets caught with the feet of Berkey. And yeah, they're going to call Trevick because his big battleships that he calls shoes got in the way. It tripped Noggle.
Second foul this quarter whistle against Shawnee. First of the night on Trevick Berkey. Raiders trying to find something here. Held to just 2 points so far in this third quarter. Manley pull-up jumper from the elbow doesn't go. And it's the Indians who want to push, leading this pass a little too far ahead, trying to go to Matthew Stiles. Is going to go the other way. Off the turnover inside, runner doesn't go. But it looks like a couple of lot of jewelry free throws coming for Lance Manley.
And Manley working right here against Bender, and he's going to break out the spinner Rooney. And Bender looking around like, where did I touch him, sir?
Second foul on Tate Bender, third on Shawnee. The first attempt is good for Lance Manley, so he'll get into the scoring column now.
I will say this about the officials, okay? There's been a lot of close calls, but if you affect the shot and you touch it all, technically that is a foul, right? You are supposed to let the shooter be free. So officials making sure shooters have an opportunity.
So Manley will split the pair from the Lodge Jewelry free throw line. Good ball movement leads to the corner three, and it is another Elida Building and Contracting three for Beckett Berkey.
Beckett Berkey. I am him in the second half.
That is 6 triples tonight. He has more than the entire Wayne Trace team. Here's Manley powering his way inside. Can't get it to go. Jagger Hutchins with the impressive one-handed rebound. He'll let fly from deep on the other end. Can't get it to go. Rebound was lost. Looks like Tate Bender had it swiped away. Now another opportunity for the Indians. Straight on, here's Hutchins. He'll bury the Elida Building and Contracting three, and we're going to have ourselves a timeout on the floor.
It's a three for you. It's a three for me. It's a three for all at Shawnee.
Got enough to go around. So 50-19, Shawnee in front. Let's take a timeout here on WOSN. A 50-19, Shawnee in front of Wayne Trace here in the least famous recipe chicken scoreboard. What a night for the Indians. I'm going to try to do some quick counting here, Miles. 3, 5, 11 three-pointers tonight out of Shawnee. I have 6 for Beckett Berkey, 2 for Jagger Hutchins, Trevick Berkey, and 1 for Matthew Stiles.
Well, so much for the fear that their legs might be dead after playing last night. I think they're just fine. An offensive explosion from behind the arc.
So the Indians will be off until Thursday. They're going to open the tournament as Toledo Bowsher will come to town in the D3 sectional final. Winner's going to move on to the district at Liberty Benton. Good attempt. The wraparound layup's going to be no good. The Indians come up with the miss.
Bowsher better bring the entire Shawnee with them if they're going to have a chance. Bowsher's really struggled this year.
Here's a turnover as the Raiders come up with a steal. Bounce pass is going to be ripped away. Nice job getting back defensively as Jack Fishbaugh comes up with that one. So the Indians going a little bit deeper into their bench. Here's Goldsberry. The power dribble, the fake, and then the layup.
How about the show and go to the middle of the lane and then come back? Looked like an old Kent Benson type move.
So Goldsberry into the scoring column for the first time tonight. As the Raiders in danger of getting the running clock put on them.
You don't see that often with a Wayne Trace program.
So 3-ball from the wing. That one off the side of the iron. Hutchins has the miss. Jagger with the flip ahead. Goldsberry wanted to swing this one around. Pass is deflected. Good recognition as Beckett Berkey comes up, takes over at the point. To Fishbaugh. His pass taken away. And the Raiders have it. Just over a minute to go in the third quarter.
That was Nixon that poked it free for Wayne Trace. Where's number 40? Anytime you see 40 in a red, white, and blue uniform, you think Bill Lambier, don't you?
Of course. 3-ball from the corner. It is another Elida Building and Contracting three, and it's the third of the night for Jagger Hutchins.
Just keep on tickling that twine, Shawnee. Loving the 3-ball.
So that sets us up for running clock here. Wayne Trace has a little bit of work to do. They want to get it taken off in the fourth quarter.
Randy, this defense for Shawnee and their 10-game win streak has been absolutely amazing. They've held 7 opponents under 50, but even more impressive, 4 of those opponents they've held under 40.
A good pass to Stoller, draws the defense in, can't get it to go. Hutchins is able to get it out. Ocho give it off over the top. Here's Goldsberry. Gets that fake to the basket. Good. And a chance at a three-point play for Max Goldsberry.
You can tell he's a popular guy on this team because the bench erupted. Everybody smiles on the up fake by Goldsberry. Goes through the contact and the finish. Like how he kept his eyes on that rim.
Now with the running clock, the clock expires to end the quarter, so Goldsberry's going to shoot his Laudix Jewelry free throw with no one in the lane. He knocks it down, and that's how our third quarter will end, with Shawnee comfortably in front. And we'll have the fourth quarter for you after this. 58-19, Shawnee out in front of Wayne Trace as we move to our fourth and final quarter here from the Palace. It's the Shawnee Indians, one final tune-up. And it's been an exhibition from behind the arc.
One of those quarters where the outcome is decided, so both coaches, they're just hoping nobody gets hurt. You got tournament basketball next week. You want to go in as healthy as possible. Of course, Wayne Trace had that huge injury with Carter Clemens in that first half. Hopefully he's going to be okay because that's a big one against Bluffton next week.
With the large differential, we do have the running clock on, and we'll show you some of those in just a moment here as we get the reverse layup out of Luke Marshall.
It's the Marshall plan inside.
So 60-19, so with that differential over 35 is the reason for the running clock. 3 on the other end is going to be no good. Now Marshall on the baseline, trying to go somewhere with the basketball, kicks it back out, Trevick Berkey. So have the opportunity to show off our producer Ken Reeker's favorite animation, our little running clock guy.
He always chuckles when he sees them too. Ken's so cute when it comes to the graphics.
Step back three, that one a little too strong as the Indians come up with a miss.
And Coach Triplett looks like he's going to go full line change mode.
Saw 4 guys deeper in the bench all stand up together, then realized Coach Triplett was right next to him. And you go finish this one out. This one saved on the baseline. 3 from the wing. That one's going to be no good. Offensive rebound grabbed. Have some JV guys making up the rest of the moments here. There's one tipped. As Tyson Gerber still on the floor for Wayne Trace comes up with the basketball.
Hey, you laughed at that you, and you. I played for a guy where I was on the bench and we swore he didn't know our names. It was always the U5. You're in Reds. U5, check in. Thanks for the 30 seconds, Coach.
That's all you need. Indians being patient here. 3 ball's going to be no good. Rebound pulled down for the Raiders. The outlet here's Tanner Lockoff. So both teams going with, right now, a mix of a couple starters, some bench guys. Corner 3's no good. Rebound grabbed for Luke Marshall. Marshall's going to lob this one ahead. And the finishing touch put on by Trevick Berkey.
Oh, what do you think, Randy Roberts? Look at the little lob pass, brother to brother. Should we? Should we? Oh, yes, we got to call it Dunkalicious.
That one's a little. So, Coach for Shawnee taking a timeout here, but that's just to make a change. And it's also, they apparently forgot to do the half-court shot.
Oh, he got it.
Oh, my.
Oh, he got it. You know, Randy, I think it's us. We were at LCC last week. The half-court shot was made. And with a high glass smooch, it goes in.
So a little money handed out here on that stoppage. Showed you the information there. See if we can put that up again. Well, we're going to show you. Here's the half-court shot.
Oh, I don't know. The toe. The toe is on the line.
I think it's still going to count.
I like how they give them the money so everybody knows who has it. Look at the kids. They're all fired up for him.
Timeout does stop it, so there's what we're going to show you. So greater than 30 points here. It's timeouts, end of quarter, scoring, or again, our favorite, any unusual delay. Now, is a guy
making a half-court shot? Is that unusual delay?
Stands.
All right, now, had someone email in, why doesn't the running clock guy have hands? Well, he does. Where are they, Randy?
They're on the clock.
There you go. Yeah.
So back to the business at hand. That is action on the floor, 62-19 on our least famous recipe chicken scoreboard.
Just a dismantling here at the Palace. Wayne Trace, a quality ball club, gets a nice shot right there. It goes in by Gerber. But Shawnee just on another level here tonight.
That's his third Elida Building and Contracting 3 of the night. It's all 9 of his points have come from behind the arc. Unfortunately, cuts the lead for Wayne Trace to 40. Entry pass in, now the kick out. Free ball for the Indians, no good. Sin trying to go baseline. Caden gets the kick out. Here's Gerber again. Top of the key, has a cutter, didn't like anything. Finds Lance Manley. Manley was that cutter, holds the basketball. I'm sorry, that is 40 and not 30. That is Nixon. Gerber with it again at the wing. He'll give behind him.
Well, it doesn't matter who's in for Shawnee defensively. They're not going to give an inch. Still working hard on the defensive end.
And it's going to lead to a Caden Sin Elida Building and Contracting three-pointer.
Anytime you have a quality shooter like Sin at the top of the key facing the basket from behind the arc, he's going to bury it. Nice job by Sin.
62-25. We play with 3.5 to go. Max Goldsberry, good look, but has to get rid of the basketball. So Goldsberry's been working hard in the paint. Kick this one out. Stiles is going to give into the corner. Trying to find something inside. The Indians don't like anything, so they're going to reset the offense. Goldsberry trying to direct some traffic. Goldsberry, the drive to the basket, the cut, and the score.
A nice movement without the ball by Max Goldsberry. Gets rewarded. Nice second half for Max. 7 points now.
Nice job being patient for the Indians. The lob inside. Trying to pivot around. It could work. That one's going to be taken away. So Goldsberry comes up with a block as well. Nixon just had nowhere to go. Stiles, his three is no good. Here's Gerber with the miss. Tyson Gerber brings this one into the front court. Thought with a jump stop he's going to unload from about 17 feet. Instead, Sin with the three. That one's going to be no good. It's the Indians trying to get the basketball, and we're going to have ourselves a quick whistle. It looks like a hold is going to be called. So Wayne Trace foul will allow for a quick change. Clock continues to run down to 1:40 to play in this one. Goldsberry holds at the wing. He's going to get rid of the basketball. Into the corner it'll go. Three ball well off the mark, but nice job the offensive rebound. Goldsberry earlier at his back to the basket. Now we'll get a foul coming on the putback attempt. It's going to go on Shawnee. So Wayne Trace will get this one. Just over a minute to play on our least famous recipe chicken scoreboard. The Raiders get a three attempt. That one's no good. Rebound tracked down in the corner. Shawnee into the front court here with just under a minute to play. And now got a foul coming here. As Shawnee will have to inbound the basketball at least one more time. As the foul's committed to allow for a couple more changes. So the Indians inbound the basketball. They're going to work it into a corner. 3 attempt is going to be no good. Rebound's knocked out of bounds. And the Raiders they'll have to quickly inbound. The clock runs under 10 seconds. Inbound comes in. Raiders trying to get it across the timeline. Looks like they might get one more shot attempt off. It's no good. And our final tonight here from the Palace, we'll see the Shawnee Indians finish with 20 wins in the regular season as they knock off the Wayne Trace Raiders tonight, 64-25. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to head down to the floor. Miles is going to catch up with our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner when we return. Time now for our post-game show brought to you by the State Bank. Contact State Bank for all of your banking financial services needs. Visit yourstatebank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Big win for the Shawnee Indians as they go to 20-2 to wrap up the regular season as they score a 64-25 win over the Wayne Trace Raiders. Our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner tonight, that's Beckett Berkey. Huge night offensively. He and his team are all down on the floor surrounding our Miles Holiday.
Beckett, your teammates were waving the towel on you because you're red hot, especially in the second half. Right? Is this the best shooting night you've ever had behind the arc?
Probably so. I mean, I think I hit 5 threes. Teammates kept finding me, and it was going in.
Yeah, you were absolutely red hot. A little thought coming into tonight after a big win last night that you guys might be a little emotionally stale. Not the case here tonight, was it?
No, I mean, through the week, our focus was win WBL. That was our main goal. Now we're able to focus on Wayne Trace. But I thought we came out with extreme energy, and we played our tails off.
This was a fantastic Wayne Trace team, won to GMC. You held them to 25 points in your last 11 games. You've held 4 opponents under 40 points. What's going on defensively? How are you guys so locked in?
We play together. I mean, we're all locked in at the same time. We're all pulling all the energy. We're all going 100%, and I really love the way we sit down and defend.
All right, tournament right next week. What's everybody need to know about this team?
We play hard. We play Shawnee ball, and we play like dogs.
All right, now we had a little karma at half, right before the end of the fourth quarter, end of the third quarter. Guy from Shawnee makes the half-court shot. Who was that?
That's our assistant principal, Mr. Howe. Great dude to be around. He's funny, and I'm glad he made that.
All right, so the question is, he made the half-court shot. Are you going to make it?
I hope so.
All right, here we go. Fellas, is he going to make this?
Of course he is.
All right, here we go. Beckett's been red hot all night long, and that looks really good. Oh, he made it. He made it, Randy Roberts. The first one of the year. Beckett Berkey's the man.
Yeah, it comes until our final regular season game to get our first half-court make, but a big one that caps off what was a big night for the Shawnee Indians as they finished 20-2 with a 64-25 win over Wayne Trace. Trevick Berkey leads the way 22. Beckett, our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner with 21. Tyson Gerber led Wayne Trace tonight with 9. That wraps up our post-game show. Our post-game show tonight brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your banking financial services needs. Visit yourstatebank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Well, it's now off to the postseason. Make sure you follow along on social media. Let you know where all of our WOSN crews will be, not only for boys sectional basketball this upcoming week, but for girls district tournament action as well. We want to thank everyone for making our night possible here in the Palace. Starts with our director, Ken Reeker. I want to thank Curtis for all the work he did high atop the Palace here tonight. Of course, Jim Linder and his great staff at Wayne Trace, always accommodating each and every time we make the trip. And we also want to thank Nick and Kelly back at our WOSN studios in Lima. So huge win for Shawnee, 64-25. They end up with a victory over Wayne Trace. For my partner Miles Holliday and our entire WOSN crew, I'm Randy Roberts. Thanks for watching, everyone.